Hey YouTube, how art thou? How you doing? Hola. Anyway, hope you're doing good. Today, let's talk about a place. Let's talk about a city, as this city is known as the city beautiful, and the city is indeed beautiful. I just left it recently, and I'm actually gonna go back in a couple of days, if not today. Of course, I'm talking about Orlando, Florida. By 1840, a small settlement known as Jernigan had grown up around the fort. The name came from the Jernigan family, early settlers in the area. By 1850, Jernigan had a post office, and by 1856, the community had expanded northward and changed its name to Orlando.
The population of Orlando was 287,442.
That was Siri. Thanks, Siri. You gotta love Siri. Anyway, guys, if you're thinking about moving to Orlando, Florida, watch my top reasons to move to Orlando, Florida. Number 10, arts and culture. CubeSmart says, Orlando's diversity lends itself to a vibrant arts and culture community. The recently opened Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts is a state-of-the-art facility offering access to world-class arts, culture, and entertainment. In addition to the Orlando Science Center, the Orlando Museum of Arts, the Oscala, is that how you say it? Oscala Center for the Arts, the Orlando Fringe Festival, the Zora Neale Hurston Festival, the Orlando you guys get it. There's a lot to do here, arts and culture wise. And then it goes on to say the area is also home to hundreds of museums, galleries, theaters, gardens, and historic homes. Hundreds of museums? Hundreds of museums. That's actually that's pretty interesting. But keep those things in mind. Number 9, employment. I was reading somewhere it says Orlando, of course, has an incredibly vibrant tourist industry, but the city is also known as a city for innovation in digital media, agricultural technology, aviations, aerospace, and software design. It also has the Central Florida Research Park, which is home to more than 120 companies, employing more than 8,500 people. Now I can definitely imagine why this place would be a tourist attraction. I mean, this place is beautiful. I mean, me being from up north, I just the palm tree look, and then also on top of that, there's bodies of water. It's beautiful to me. And then you got Disney, you got, all of these various attractions. So I can imagine it just being flooded with tourists. I mean, and obviously that would create a lot of opportunities for jobs. So yeah, keep that in mind. Number 8, museums. And stay tuned to the end for some Orlando, Florida trivia. Livability.com says the Orlando, Florida Museum of Arts is just one of the city's celebrated art collections, with award-winning enrichment programs, guided tours, ever-changing exhibits, workshops, lectures, and films. The OMA exemplifies Orlando's commitment to a dynamic community of cultural and artistic learning. Other notable museums include the Orlando Science Center, the Cornell Fine Arts Museum, the Alban Palesic Museum. Long story short, there's a lot of museums. As I stated in one of the previous reasons to move to Orlando, Florida, there are hundreds of museums to choose from. So if museums are your thing, Orlando has comfort for your thing. They got museums, is what I'm trying to say. Number 7, housing. Now, TrustHomeProperties.com says Orlando's real estate market is booming. And the good thing is that the average family home is very reasonable price, going for around $171,000. The price is expected to rise in the next couple years, so now is the best time to relocate. If you wish to become a renter, there are plenty of affordable rentals in the city. Okay, now that was the stat that I found. $171,000. Listen. I'm from Buffalo, New York. You can definitely get a house for like $60,000. You actually can get one cheaper than that. I know you can. $171,000. I mean, but if that's reasonably affordable to you, you might want to keep that in mind. Number 6, recreational activities. TrustHomeProperties.com says the Atlantic Ocean and Mexican Gulf are just an hour to an hour and a half away from Orlando. You know what this means? Scuba diving, snorkeling, sea kayaking, windsurfing, parasailing, wakeboarding, and any other water activity you can think of. We can't forget Orlando Water Sports Complex, which is a favorite spot for the entire family. The pristine beaches aren't just for lying lazy in the sun. You and your family can enjoy plenty fun beach games too. You can ride your bike here. That's what this picture or this video is right here. Riding your bike through the woods. You can just various recreational activity, and I'm talking about recreational activity, not smoking for recreational purposes. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about recreational activity. Keep that in mind. Number 5, cost of living. Now, CubeSmart says the cost of living in Orlando, Florida is about 3% lower than the average Florida cost of living, making Orlando an excellent choice if you are planning to move to Florida. Orlando enjoys a lower cost of living in comparison to Florida in all categories except housing. While the median home price in Orlando is $245,400. Yeesh. Anyway, the median home price in Sanford is just $203,900, making this a desirable suburban community of the outskirts of Orlando. Living in Florida has some pretty fantastic tax benefits. When you move to Orlando and become a resident, you won't have to pay income tax, inheritance tax, or estate tax. Best of all, when you retire, you get an exemption from paying taxes on pension income, Social Security, retirement benefits, and income from most other retirement plans. Something you may want to keep in mind. Trivia time. Lake Eola is the result of what? A, mole rats digging. B, volcanoes. C, coal miners. Or D, a sinkhole. And if you guessed A, mole rats digging, you're wrong. But if you guess C, coal miners digging, you're wrong too. But if you guess D, a sinkhole, you are correct. Lake Eola is actually a giant sinkhole, and its deepest point is around 80 feet. Yeah. Number 4, shopping. CubeSmart says the Orlando International Premium Outlets, the Orlando Outlet Marketplace, and the Orlando Vinland Premium Outlets are just some of the places offering the chance to purchase luxury and name brand items at discounted prices. International visitors travel from afar to shop these outlets. Other notable shopping locations include the Florida Mall, the mall at Millennia, and Waterford Lakes Town Center. Number 3, food. Now, CubeSmart says foodies. First and foremost, foodies? Who's coming up with these terms? Anyway, it says foodies abound. Okay. Foodies, if I'm not mistaken, foodies is somebody who likes food. Don't we all like food? Aren't we all technically foodies? Oh, no. Or foodies people who like food a lot. But I don't know how much that goes. Like, I don't know if they like food, like, to the point where they're gluttons or what. Anyway, but foodie, it says, foodies abound in Orlando. There's no need to rely on chain restaurants when there is such a wide range of culinary options available to experience in the area. You may have heard of some of the best places to eat in Orlando, but chances are local residents will dispute it. That's because there are so many places to dine out with family or friends when you move to Orlando that you could literally eat a new restaurant every single day for years. Number 3, weather. I read somewhere that there's no winter weather to get you down, no snow to shovel. If you hate cold weather, as I do, then you get how awesome this is. Enough said. There is almost always sunshine with lots of green trees and big open skies. There are all things that can help lift your mood. They lift you up and make you want to go outside and do things. I mean, if the state, the Sunshine State, has a lot of sunshine, that means there's going to be a lot of vitamin D. And if it has a lot of vitamin D, it's going to, uplift your mood, or it can't uplift your mood. I'm not going to guarantee that. But I will say this. One time at a certain point in my life, I was stuck in the house all day and I didn't get too much sunlight. And I couldn't figure out why I was depressed. Then before you know it, go outside, get some sunlight, smile on my face. You get it. And then Cube Smart says that living in Orlando, you can experience year-round sunshine. In fact, the sun is out 95% of the year. Stepping outside your door will make you feel like you are on a permanent tropical vacation. The temperature rarely goes below 60 degrees, but note that you may need to keep some warm clothes on hand for those rare times when the temperature dips into the lower register. The tropical climate also leads to some rain. Usually rain showers are quick and can even happen while the sun is out. Tropical rain actually comes as a relief after a day of full sun. The average January temperature is 71 to 50 degrees. February, 73 to 53 degrees. March, 77 to 57 degrees. April, 82 to 62 degrees. May, 88 to 68 degrees. June, 91 to 73 degrees. July, 92 to 76 degrees. August, 92 to 76 degrees. September, 89 to 74 degrees. October, 84 to 68 degrees. November, 78 to 6 degrees. And December, 72 to 54 degrees. Those are the temperature ranges for the months. Keep that in mind. Number 2, tech and business. CubeSmart.com says, in addition to the hospitality industry, Orlando is becoming very known as a hub for both new technology as well as popular location for business, trade, and industry conferences or expos. Its college and universities offer some of the best MBA programs around and are home to one of the largest technology-focused meetups in the U.S. Orlando has even opened up the possibility of being considered a hub for automated self-driving automobiles, also known as driverless vehicles. Downtown Orlando is dotted with shared or co-working spaces popular among startups, and the Orlando Public Library features the Melrose Center and co-working type of space that contains a photography studio, a video studio, a maker lab, sound booths, editing rooms, workstations, free training, use of software, use of equipment, and more. So, tech and businesses. Keep that in mind before you move to Orlando, Florida. And number 1, nature. Now, I'm actually in Florida right now, and the nature is beautiful. Now, I'm not in Orlando. I'm in Tallahassee, I believe. But anyway, QSmart.com says, while Orlando is an urban city, it has secure connection to nature. With numerous parks and lakes in the area, residents can connect to the abundant life that surrounds them. Some of the standout places to visit include the Harry P. Lowe Gardens. Did I say that right? Lowe Harry P. Lou Gardens, the University of Central Florida, Arboretum, Gatorland, and the Tibbet Butler Preserve, the Great Florida Birding and Wildlife Trail, and Central Florida Nature Adventures. Instamove says, yes, Orlando is a metropolitan area, but it is far from a concrete jungle. It's a perfect mix of urban and suburban. You can see tall skyscrapers and 10 minutes later be surrounded by greenery. Besides the fact that there are a lot of impressive beaches near Orlando, such as Daytona Beach. You also have beautiful state parks everywhere in the city. Keep that in mind before moving to Orlando, Florida. I myself love me some nature. But, I mean, if that's not going to be something that's going to move you, maybe one of the other 9 reasons will. There you guys have it. That's the list. Top reasons to move to Orlando, Florida. And oh yeah, something I forgot to mention is also, although the city's nickname is beautiful, it's also known as the Old Town, and also the city phenomenal to the City of Lights. Yeah, I hope I said that right. But yeah, thanks for watching the videos. Like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you want to, have a nice day.